No one knows what happened to Shane Fell. June 9th, 2011 was a Thursday. It was a warm summer night in Marrero, Louisiana, and Shane had made plans to meet up with his brother Brett and Brett's brother-in-law Josh at a bar called Rum Runners. Now, they were there for several hours, at least 5, and they were drinking, but according to everyone involved, it was not an out-of-control kind of night. And no one recalled Shane in particular being visibly intoxicated, but still, he had a few drinks. Now, all 3 men ended up leaving in separate cars at the end of the night at around 12:30 a.m. And Shane ended up leaving first and headed off in the opposite direction from the others. And thankfully, I'm so happy to see it, Shane and Brett had a long-standing habit. After nights out, they would always text each other to confirm that the other got home safely. This was just another part of their routine. It was a simple check-in that brought both of them peace of mind and something that I think everyone should do. And that night, about 10 minutes after leaving the bar, Brett hadn't received Shane's usual message, and Shane lived within just a few miles of the bar, so he definitely should have been home already, and so Brett was getting a little worried. So concerned and still driving home himself, at around 12:40 a.m., Brett decided to call Shane and make sure everything was okay. And he was relieved to hear Shane's voice on the other end of the line, but the words that followed were jarring. Shane said that he had crashed his car and flipped it into a ditch, but he explained to his brother that he had managed to crawl out through the driver's side window. He reassured him that he wasn't hurt and he was going to try to find a way home. But Brett immediately heard this and was like, no, do not try to find a way home. Like, don't move. He said he was going to get his wife and they were going to come there to pick him up and help him figure out the situation. Now, just a few minutes after this phone call at 12:40, Shane called Brett again just to confirm that help was on the way. And according to Brett, he seemed shaken, but he was still alert, aware of what happened and where exactly he was. It's what happens next that has just baffled everyone. Brett and his wife ended up arriving about 20 minutes later. So at 1 a.m., they had just spoken to Shane, like, 20, maybe 15 minutes earlier, but Shane was nowhere to be found. He wasn't by his car, he wasn't in his car, he wasn't down the road, he was nowhere in the immediate area that anyone could find him. Somehow, in that short period of time between his last call and their arrival, less than 20 minutes, Shane had vanished.